As a whole, people are searching for inspiration and ways to gain self-confidence. 8th degree black belt and Taekwondo champion Chris Natzke is joining us now to talk about how his martial arts journey has led him to many breakthroughs. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. Glad to have you. So talk a little bit about your story and how martial arts transformed you.
Yeah, martial arts is something I've been doing since I was a little boy. I started back in 1973 as a chubby little 10-year-old. And at that time, there was a very popular television show called Kung Fu. And I was enamored with that, begged my mom to let me go to my first class and saw these people with these amazingly powerful movements and haven't left since. I felt like I came home.
All right, so you started as a kid, and talk a little bit about what lessons you learned or values through the art of martial arts.
Yeah, well, martial arts has been actually probably the most influential aspect of my life. I grew up in a household with an alcoholic father, so I really didn't have a strong male role model as I was coming up through the ranks. But my instructor, my Taekwondo instructor, became this amazing role model for me and really showed me how I could not only become someone who's effective from a physical standpoint, learning how to kick and punch and fight, but most importantly, how to become a quality human being by taking the attributes of martial arts and living them in my everyday life.
Nice. So then you went ahead and created a program. Tell us about your Champions Mindset programs.
Yeah, absolutely. So, after being in martial arts for my entire life and also owning a professional martial arts school for several years, I started going out in the community and speaking. And one of the things I found is that initially it started as a way of promoting my school, but I started to understand that the values that I was teaching in the martial arts studio were very applicable to just the everyday human being, much less the martial arts student. And so that really turned into a program where I now go to corporations and I go to schools and I talk about the idea of what I call having the mind of a champion, or that champion's mindset, to achieve breakthrough results in our life.
Wonderful. So give us a little clue in on how we can break through if we're struggling in life.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, one of the things that I love doing is I have a program that is the Breaking Through Board Breaking program, where I actually let people use breaking through a martial art board as a means of really having that breakthrough experience. And excuse me, we do 3 things within that program. Number one, I teach them the importance of having a solid foundation. And in martial arts, you do that with your legs as you're going to be striking with your hands. But it's about what are the habits that you can use each and every day in your life to create a great foundation for where you want to go. The second thing is the power of the voice. And so in our own everyday life, many times the things that we say are very disempowering. And more importantly, sometimes the things we're saying to ourselves. So what are the things we're saying to ourselves that we can do in an empowered way? And then in breaking the board, we do through what's called the martial art key-up, which is the power yell. And then finally, it's about when we are up against obstacles, is understanding, just like when we're going to break a board, you have to move through the obstacle, not just to the obstacle. And so when we hold those tenets as something that we do in the physical aspect of martial arts, we can also have those be great tools in our everyday lives.
Love it. So where can people go for more information on you if they want you to come as a speaker or just learn more?
Absolutely. They can simply go to my website, which is www.chrisnatzke.com. That's CHRIS, N as in Navy, AT, Z as in zebra.com.
All right. Great information. And thank you for the inspiration this morning.
All right. Thanks so much, Talia.
And we'll be right back.